Hello guys, so in this video I'll be going over significant figures, but before doing that we must recap how we used to round off figures. So let's see what rounding off is. So for example, if we have a number 576, right, then in this number 6 is on the place of ones and tens is on the place of 7 is on the place of tens and 5 is on the place of 100, right? What you basically do is if the examiner is asking you to round this number off to the nearest tens, so you have to round the number off to nearest tens, right? Then you look at the number which is on the tens place. The number on the tens place is 7, so you underline 7, and then you look at the next number next to it on the right hand side of it, right? Now if this number, the number on the right hand side of the underlined number, if this number is more than equal to 5, then what you do is you add 1 to the underlined number. And if this number is less than 5, then the underlined number remains the same. What I mean by that is because this number, the circled number, the number on the right hand side of the underlined number is more than 5, this number is more than 5, then we add 1 to the underlined number. So in this case, what will really happen is 5 remains the same. Nothing will change 5. Anything on the left hand side on the underlined number will remain same. So 5 remains same. Now, because our first condition was being fulfilled and we were told to add 1, so we add 1 to 7. So 7 plus 1 is 8. So instead of 7, we write 8. And the circled number always becomes 1, or anything that is on the right hand side of the number becomes 0, right? So even if we had a bigger number, let's look at a bigger number. So if instead of 576 over here we had 573, right? Now the second condition is being fulfilled. The number on the right hand side of the underlined number is less than 5, then the underlined number will remain same. So anything on the left hand side of the underlined number remains same, so 5 remains same. But because the second condition is being fulfilled, then the underlined number will also remain the same, and the circled number, this is the circled number, will be 0, right? Let's look at a bigger number. So we have 67,842, let's just say, right? So, and they are telling us to round it off to the nearest hundreds. So what you do is you first figure out the number which is on the hundreds place. So this is ones, tens and hundreds. So 8 is on the hundreds place. So you underline 8. Now remember, anything on the left hand side of the underlined number remains same. So 6 and 7 remains same. Now the number on the right hand side of it is 4. Now since 4 is less than 5, so the second condition is being fulfilled, so the underlined number will also remain the same. So 8 remains the same, and anything after the underlined number turns to 0. So 4 and 2 become 0. But instead if we had 67,878, now in the same case, we have to round it off to the nearest 100, right? So what we do is, again, we write ones, tens and hundreds. You underlined the number which is on the hundreds place, and you circle the number after it. Now anything on the left hand side of the underlined number remains same. 8, because this number is more than 5, right? So the first condition is being fulfilled. When the first condition is being fulfilled, you add 1 to it. And when you add 1 to 8, it becomes 9. So instead of 8, we write 9. And anything after the underlined number becomes 0. So instead of 7 and 8, you write 0 and 0. So now it becomes 67,900, right? Now let's learn about significant figures. So significant figures. For significant figures, you must learn some rules first. So every non-zero number is significant. So non-zero numbers are significant. So if I have a number 432, then all the digits in this number are significant. If I had 1, 482, let's just say. So all the 4 figures in this are significant. So we have 4 significant figure number, right? 576, 842, 199999. So all the non-zero numbers are always significant, right? Now our next rule is that zeros between non-zero digits are significant. So if we have zeros between non-zeros are significant, right? So if we have 506, then the 0 is also significant. So this is a 3 significant figure, right? 504, 809, 703, all these numbers are 3 significant figures. Even if it's a bigger number like 1004, even though 1 and 4 are two digits apart, then both the zeros in between are significant. So this is a 4 significant figure, right? The next rule is that all zeros after a non-zero digit are significant, but in a decimal. In a decimal case, all zeros after non-zeros are significant. So what I mean by that is, if you have 1.70, then this will not be a 2 significant figure but a 3 significant figure. If we have 5.400, 000, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this will be a 5 significant figure, right? If we have 8.0600, so not only will this 0 be significant because it's coming between 2 non-zero digits, but these 2 zeros will also be significant because they are coming after a decimal. So this will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will also be a 5 significant figure number, right? Now our next rule is that all zeros before a non-zero digit are not significant. So zeros before non-zero are not significant. Not significant, right? What I mean by that is, if you have a number 007, so this just means 7, right? The zeros don't hold any value. Sorry, so this is only one significant figure. These both are only one significant figure. If you have 0.008, then this is also a 1 significant figure, right? If you have 0.028, then this will be a 2 significant figure. Only the 2 and 8 in this case are significant, but the zeros are not significant. If you have 00100, so the 2 zeros that are coming after the non-zero number are significant and the 1 is significant, but these numbers, the zeros which are coming before the non-zero number, are not significant. So this will be a 3 significant figure, right? Now in reality, your examiner might often ask you to find round a given answer or state a given answer in 3 significant figures or 2 significant figures. So let's say your answer is coming out to be 3748, but the examiner wants you to express it in 3 significant figures. So what you do is, now you see sorry, so there are no zeros over here. On let's start from the left hand side. So there are no zeros. So the first digit is a non-zero number, right? So it will be significant. So this will be our first significant figure. This is again non-zero. This will be a second significant figure. This is again non-zero. This will be a third significant figure. Now, since we have to round it off to 3 significant figures, we'll stop at the third significant figure. Now we do the same thing. We underline the 4 and we circle the number next to it. Now since the number next to it is more than equal to 5, then we will add 1 to the underlined number. So this becomes 3 and 7 remain same, and 4 plus 1 becomes 5. and 8 becomes 0 because all the numbers after the underlined number always become 0. In the same case, if we had to round off 0.00470949, right? So then again you start from the left hand side. Since this 0 is not coming after a non-zero value or in between, then this will be not significant. So all three of these zeros are not significant. Then we have our first significant figure because it's a non-zero value. So 4 will be our first significant figure, 7 will be our second significant figure. Since this 0 is coming between two non-zero values, then this will also be a significant figure. So this is our third significant figure and 9 is our fourth significant figure. So you stop at the fourth significant figure. We have to round this off to 4 significant figures, right? So you underline the fourth significant figure and you circle the number after it. Since this number is less than 5, then this number shall remain the same. Now everything before the underlined value always remains the same unless you add the 1. Like in this case, if it was some other number, like it was a number more than 5, then you would have added the 1, and because it is 9, it would have turned to be 10, so you would have to add the number 1 over here, right? But this is not the case over here. So when you add, you don't have to add 1 over here, so everything before 9 remains the same. So this is 0.00470 and 9 has to remain the same because the number is less than 5. So 9 remains the same too, and 4 and 9 turn out to be 0. What I was talking about earlier is that if we have had in this same number, we had 0.004700989, for example. So, and we had to round it off to 4 significant figures. So these four values would have been our significant values, right? So you would have underlined this fourth significant figure and circled the one number after it. This is 8, right? So since this is more than equal to 5, then you add 1 over here. You add 1 over here. Now since this is 9 and 9 plus 1 is 10, so you have to add the 1 over here. So this becomes 0.004 and 7 remain the same, and this becomes, the 1 gets carried up like in addition. So this becomes 1, and then the 9 becomes 0 because 9 plus 1 is 10, and then the 8 and 9 become 0 because everything on the right hand side of the underlined value becomes 0. So hopefully if you all can learn these 4 basic rules for significant figures, you can round off any number. This was it for this video. I hope you all learned something. Goodbye.